and welcome to the Holistic Health and Hormones podcast. I'm Eli Huang, and I am so thrilled to have you here with me today. If you're looking to balance your hormones, to optimize your fertility, or embrace a holistic approach to your health and well-being, then you're in the right place. This podcast is really all about empowering you with the knowledge and tools to support your body naturally so you can live and thrive to the best of your ability. So, this very first episode is a special one to me. I really wanted to just take a moment to introduce myself, to share my journey with you, and to let you know why I started this podcast. And my hope is that you'll find some inspiration, real support and real solutions here. So let's jump in. So, just a little bit about myself. I have spent over 15 years in the health and wellness space. Prior to that, my father, who is also a acupuncturist, holistic health practitioner in Chinese medicine, he's been practicing almost 50 years, 49 years. That is 5 decades. So, really, I grew up with holistic health, Chinese medicine, Eastern philosophies from basically the moment I was born. I remember from the time I could talk or walk, I was only given natural Chinese medicine. Whenever I was sick, we hardly went to doctors. My father would do massage on me, acupressure, would give me lots of Chinese ointments to rub on, and be taking herbal decoctions from a very young age. I think I kind of remember a time I went to a Western doctor as a child. So growing up, seeing them in their industry, in their element, and, cooking with amazing food. Mum was always an amazing cook. She's great with all sorts of Chinese, Asian cuisines, and they would really incorporate the natural holistic herbs in our soups. With the Chinese, they love cooking. There were some amazing soups with beautiful herbs that helped us with all sorts of things. When we were sick, they'd make a special decoction or Chinese porridge or congee with all the right ingredients to help you get over the cold or tummy bug or anything very early on. So my sister and I were always exposed to Chinese healing growing up, and we were always, made sure that we had the best foods. We didn't go out to fast food hardly at all growing up. So I guess we had a great health start to our well-being and to understand Chinese philosophy from a very young age. So I wasn't always in Chinese medicine. Straight out of school, I went into IT. That was what we did sort of back in the day. When it was the new millennium, IT was great. There was good jobs, and it was very different to where I'm at now. But I learned that basically everything starts from internal. And I guess with that foundation in place, IT wasn't the space for me. So I went into beauty therapy. And then I realized that to treat the skin was actually a deeper work that we had to do for our hormones. So I remember at the time my father, who was treating a lot of clients with acne, skin conditions, it was, treating them from the inside, whereas I was be doing the facials and all the beauty from the outside. And I was like, this works well, but we need to really target what's happening inside. So even from a young age, I was very interested in mainly skin. I was a makeup artist in sort of end of high school, early uni. And I really loved the whole aspect of skin and acne and, really shifting someone's skin conditions, making them look pretty for their wedding. However, if hormones were out of balance, if there was acne, no amount of makeup could really cover that. And so when we really look at what is happening internally, we really can fix what is happening externally. So growing up, I always saw that your face is a mirror of what is happening deeper with your body. So I guess through my work over the years, after realizing that and then going to China for a year, I studied Chinese medicine there. And then coming back to Australia, I completed my Bachelor of Science in Traditional Chinese Medicine. It wasn't until I guess I was on my own fertility journey, looking to start my own family, that I realized how important our health and hormones were. I knew they were important through my work, but when you're experiencing them personally, you're going through your own journey and navigating your own health and well-being to make sure that your baby, your offspring, has the best chance possible so that they're healthy. It was just, it was just a passion of mine to really understand deep down, what helps a couple or a woman to conceive quicker, what is stopping them, or why they got so many health and hormonal issues that is impacting their hormones, even if they weren't conceiving, just problems with endometriosis, which is on the rise, PCOS, irregular cycles, acne, the list goes on. And that made me realize that it actually comes down to really looking at the root cause of your health, which is where Eastern holistic medicine is really does an amazing job. We can understand the root cause. It's not just a band-aid effect. And what can we do to restore a female's period cycle, right? It's really naturally, not just those who are on the oral contraceptive, but those who are looking at just a really good moon cycle, a menstrual cycle. Is it basically a regular cycle, and are they getting any other hormonal issues? Whether you're a teenager going through acne or your 20s going through sort of diagnosed hormonal imbalances such as endo or PCOS, or whether it is in your 30s when you're trying to conceive for a child, and your 40s, I guess, when you're starting perimenopause and into your 50s of menopause. Like, we have so many cycles throughout a woman's reproductive time that there is so much that is happening at all stages. And so really what I wanted to do was share some experiences, share with you just some amazing tips. And because it's very confusing, I find out there's so much information, conflicting information. But at the end of the day, just helping you as a listener feel, vibrant, looking at how we can take control of our bodies again instead of putting our bodies in the control of other people, really understanding our own symptoms and being able to be tuned with your own body and how we can get that back into balance naturally. So my passion for this work is not just from textbooks and certifications. It's really come from being in this industry for over 15 years, seeing my father practice for his 50 years of experience almost, and drawing upon that. But also a lot of my ongoing certifications, a lot of my ongoing experiences, my own education, my own, listening to clients and uncovering a lot with them. So not only do I use sort of Chinese medicine and Eastern philosophy, I've also gone on to do my NLP, neuro-linguistic programming trainers. I'm a hypnosis trainer as well. So really looking at the unconscious mind, looking at the sort of mind-body connection and how that plays an impact with our health and well-being. People forget that we are spiritual, energetic beings, right? We're not just this physical. Yes, we are a physical body, but essentially we are all energy. And so when we look at how energy plays a part, our mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies play a part on our physical body, it's all about aligning all of those in alignment so that we can feel good, we can feel healthy, and we can live that long and healthy life. Because for me, it is really about focusing on health span rather than lifespan. So it's how can we live till 100, maybe over 100, and still be in tip-top sort of optimal health, I guess, with each age. We know that we are going to decline in certain ways, that's aging, but how can we age gracefully and healthily and happily? Really. So, I know what it possibly can feel like to be out of sync with your body. I see this with my clients each and every day. The struggles of the symptoms and not having clear answers. Maybe you're confused with what is out there, what you should be doing for yourself as to what other people, it's working for someone, but not for them. So that's kind of what has led me to deep dive into holistic healing and to look at my patients as individuals. So I guess the reason why I started this, the idea for the podcast, and it's been in my heart for over 10 years. I remember listening to podcasts over 10 years ago and thinking I'd like to start my own podcast as well, so that I can share this knowledge. And I guess at the time, feel like I was not experienced enough or that it was too much work. Now I think I'm at a stage where there is so much I can share with listeners, and that I really wanted to create a space where we can have real conversations, honest conversations about holistic health. I find more and more clients are moving towards holistic health and wellness these days, and that these quick fixes, like these one size fits all approach or a band-aid approach, is really not working for many people these days. So the truth is that your body is unique, right? Your healing journey is unique and individual, and it's not really the destination, it's the journey, and it's looking at what can we do each step of the way to make this journey as best we can, to look at what isn't working and to deviate from the path. Perhaps we need to take a detour. We need to look at what isn't working and getting back to the root cause, getting back to nature, getting back into how our bodies respond naturally. I've seen firsthand how powerful it is when we can align our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. And when we do nurture our bodies in that way, we don't just improve our own well-being, we actually create that foundation for intergenerational health and happiness. So if you're on a fertility journey, if you're looking at creating children, offspring that are healthy, that are going to take on your healthy genetics, then this is what it's all about. It's how can we get healthy so that we can have healthy children and they can have healthy children for the next few generations. And it's vital what we're doing with our own health. It's our environment, it's our genetics, it's our diet, it's our lifestyle, it's the way we think, it's the emotions we feel. It's all of that. And I guess foremost, it is our spiritual journey. You know, we're all spiritual beings having a physical journey. So I'm really excited to have some amazing experts on the podcast. We're going to be sharing personal client testimonies and stories, sharing practical tips. I wanted to share my own experiences and expertise in answering your most pressing questions about how can we truly align our health and hormones to live our best life, especially for women. We're definitely going through a lot more than the men, and we have our ups and downs with our menstrual cycle. We definitely have so much more that we experience and go through with our hormonal health. And so each episode, we really want to dive into topics like what's happening with our hormones. How can we balance these hormones? How can we be most fertile, you know, so that we are, when we're going through the fertility journey, it's happening quickly and we're able to have a healthy baby as a result. And after children, how can we start preparing for perimenopause and menopause so that it's a smooth transition? And really looking at what are some great natural healing modalities, what can we do to change the diet and lifestyle so that we can live that optimal life and really age gracefully, and looking at mental emotional aspect and just so much more. So I'm just really excited to see where this journey takes us on this podcast, on all the different episodes. And my goal is to really give you actionable insights, to bring out experts who can give you some amazing tips. And so you can apply that to your life right away, and really take away the practical tips that you can start implementing. So I want this to be a amazing community, a space where we can all learn together, grow together, and to support each other in this journey of health and wellness. So if you ever have any questions or topics you'd love for me to cover, then please reach out. You can find me on Facebook or LinkedIn under my name, Eli Huang, or visit my website at fertilityandhealthcoaching.com, or send me an email, which I will post the links to in my link tree and in the show notes. So lastly, thank you so much for being here with me today. And on my first episode, I'm truly honored to start this journey with you to health and healing. And I look forward to us growing together for you to learn so much about yourself and your health and well-being so that you can live your most optimal life of happiness, health, and vitality. So until next time, please take care, listen to your body, and remember you do have that natural power to heal and thrive and be happy and be healthy. So until next time, see you in the next episode. Thanks for being here.